Welcome back to another episode of Small Girl, Big Talk, where real conversations meet personal growth. I'm the host, Wendy, and today I'm taking you out to the center of somewhere in Klang Valley. It's a beautiful park in Subang Jaya, and there's an overcast right now, so I need to quickly record this before it starts raining. Anyways, I am taking myself out of my comfort zone today because I want to talk to you about how your comfort zone is quietly stealing your life. Now, why I want to talk about this, it's because if you listen to my last episode, you would know that I've come to a point in my life where I have this sense of urgency on having to change my life because I'm at a stage where I know what I want in this next phase, and I realize that I have to grow into a different person to start getting closer to where I want to be. And at the same time, around me, I have been noticing a lot of people that I love, a lot of people that I care about, being stuck at where they're at. Whether it's just falling back into a bad pattern where they are in toxic relationships, they are stuck in a place where they are unhappy, but they are blinding themselves up by continuing to engage in activities that doesn't serve them anymore. And of course, I'm in my early 30s now. I also know that a lot of my friends who are working on their career right now, they are stuck in a job that they are not happy with, but at the same time, they don't know how to move forward from here. So I wanted to talk about this because I really think that being stuck in your comfort zone is stealing you away from your life. I feel so passionately about this because I really see the potential of all these people that I say are stuck at where they're at. I know that they are amazing people. I know that they deserve a life that is filled with love, filled with joy, filled with laughter and light. But it is I understand why you would be falling into your comfort zone because that is what our body is familiar with. That is what our mind is familiar with. And the thing is, our human brain is designed for survival, right? And whenever it senses that something is no longer the same, like when you're no longer in a comfort zone, it thinks that it is danger. It thinks that it is something that you need to be wary of and you have to be careful. And that's why we are constantly stuck in this space because our brain thinks that it's protecting us. But the truth is, if you want to grow, if you want to get to a place where you are different from where you are, you have to get through the discomfort. You have to get through your fear. It's like when you take your first steps as a baby, you would fall down. You have to fall down first in order for you to figure out how, to actually use your legs to walk. But as a kid, when we're taking our first steps, when we fall down, yeah, probably we see some toddlers cry when they fall down. But when we look at the adults around us, that everyone is doing that, we know that it is normal and it's not dangerous to be using your legs to walk because it causes you to fall down. If you get what I mean, right? When you are able to see that an adult is able to do it, our baby brain was like, okay, I should be able to do it. Like the adults in the environment are also supportive, right? And then that's how we started taking our first steps. And then getting into, say, first day in school. The girl that was sitting next to me was crying. She was wanting her mom. I was kind of chill about it. But when I see that there was so much fear around me, I was starting to feel scared too. But we needed to go through that to get past that fear so that we could start school and start education. And without school, we wouldn't have met new friends or be challenged to use our brains in different ways to learn new languages, to learn about math and stuff like that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that every single stage in our life, we've been through some sort of discomfort, some sort of fear, a lot of unfamiliarity, and we get past them to get to where we are today. And if you want to grow to this bigger version of yourself that is capable of a better relationship or a different career choice, or even just to grow your finances or to make more time to live more healthily, you will have to get through discomfort and you will have to face all these fears that you have. But yeah, like, I guess that's what I'm trying to say today. So let me just get through my notes because I'm definitely noticing the sky getting darker and I'm getting a little bit panicky, but we're getting past our comfort zone today. But if you're watching to this point, comment below and let me know how was your first day of school. I'm quite curious because I was quite excited for school until I see the other kids that were crying and it made me scared too. Were you one of the ones that are scared or were you excited for school? Comment below and let me know while I look through my notes. Okay, the wind suddenly got really strong and I was worried that my camera's gonna fly off the table. So I'm gonna just hold my camera as I continue to yap to you. Okay, this is quite interesting. I think the problem with outdoor recording is you can never control what's going on. And probably this is why this is out of my comfort zone, but I really wanted to do it. So I'm gonna keep on recording until it starts raining. I'm trying to just focus on my thoughts and talk to you. But anyways, I cannot even go through my notes now. My books are flipping. But I guess what I really want to talk to you about today is how can we then break the cycle, right? Because we are constantly in our comfort zone because our brain is already familiar with the current pattern that they're used to. And whenever there is something that is different, it thinks that it's danger, but we all know now that it's not. It's just trying to protect us. And I would say that you can start breaking the pattern by doing something that is a little bit out of the ordinary. So say that you are very used to just eating out after work out of convenience. Is there an option for you to switch to a healthier option, whether it's eating more vegetables or going to like a poke bowl place to eat healthier, to signal to your brain that you are ready to be a healthier version of yourself? That's like a small thing that you can do to break the pattern. And then by doing that day after day for just 1 week, your brain might be more familiar with the idea that, yeah, eating clean is uncomfortable, it's not what we like, but we are ready for bigger steps. And perhaps it's going to the gym for just 30 minutes a day, walking on a treadmill. It may not help you to achieve your goal of becoming super muscular, but it will be a good change of pattern for you to become a person that lives the reality of someone who goes to the gym after work or in the morning, right? So it's really about slowly introducing this new habits and patterns consistently into your daily life. And for those of you who are thinking of becoming a content creator or starting a business, the changes doesn't happen overnight when you quit your job and to move right into it. The changes really happen before you even begin. It changes when you are at where you are at right now. If you've been talking about starting this YouTube channel or an Instagram account to do something that you've seen so many people create, you've saved so many posts, you know what you should be doing. Just start doing the work today. Start by just 15 minutes of blocking your time out of your everyday, like say after dinner, to just first day brainstorm on the different topics that you want to post about. Take a blank paper or open up your notebook or even just use your iPhone note app and list down 20 topics. Okay, 20 might be too much. 10 topics that you can create content about. Start by just listing this. You are already doing the work. And then on day 2, same 15 minutes after your dinner, sit down and ask yourself which are the 3 topics that you can start creating about, and then start scripting your content. And on day 3, same 15 minutes, sit down in front of your phone and start recording. Now, some of you might feel like, oh, I don't have the best equipment, I don't have the right lighting, the style of my content is not like that. Well, it starts by you getting familiar with sitting in front of the camera first. I'm not saying that the video that you're recording now is going to be the one that's going to be published, but you want to first break out of your comfort zone to start thinking about the content and start showing up in front of the camera and start talking, because that's when you will notice that, okay, I don't really like the way I speak like that. And how can I improve from there? And then that's how you keep going forward. You take all these small, tiny steps that are going to help you to break the pattern from before and to keep moving forward. But yeah, like I want to tell you that breaking out of your comfort zone really doesn't stop anyway in the journey. If anything, it only gets harder and harder. But the difference is, as you expand and become a better version of yourself through these small steps that you are taking right now, it expands your capacity and your capability of doing even harder things. Now, you know that I just quit my job and I no longer have that steady fixed salary that's coming into my bank account. And even though I've had a financial runway that is allowing me to do this right now, it is still scary. And every day, few times in a day, there are still doubts that are going through in my head. Whether am I making a mistake? Whether I'm doing the right thing? Am I wasting my time? There are still a lot of negative voices that are still coming my way. But the difference is, I have already done the groundwork when I was still working to teach my brain that this is not danger. This is just a part of the process. And because I've done the work and because I've seen the growth and I've seen the results of me stepping out of my comfort zone before, I know that it is just my survival brain trying to protect me, and it is not the truth. And that is how you're able to break out of your comfort zone, to break the pattern that you're used to keep expanding yourself bigger and bigger and bigger so that you can achieve bigger and better things that you really want to achieve. Well, I hope this inspires you to get out of your comfort zone today in tiny little bits, tiny little way. I'm really glad that I challenged myself to get out here today, because you see, this is actually a very beautiful place. What I had in mind is quite different. I thought I could just leave my camera there and, oh, that dog is so cute. Let me show you. Look at that. Wait, can I zoom? That dog is so cute. But anyway, oh, my face is so big. But anyways, I'm really glad that I got out of my comfort zone to be recording this podcast in the park. I know that this is not going to be the last time I'm doing this, because and you see, if I didn't get out of my comfort zone this way, I wouldn't have experienced this beauty, and I wouldn't have been able to give you a different kind of experience of listening to a podcast in the park. Let me know if you have any other suggestions on where can I record my podcast next, because I think that would be a very interesting experience. And if any of you already have an idea of what you want to do and you feel like it would be a lot more helpful if there is a coach that is there to keep you accountable, to actually plan out the roadmap on what you should be doing, and to have a system and structure to help you to get there, I am currently offering a one-on-one coaching program whereby we sit together to really strategize on your coming plans for the next 90 days. And then for the next 3 months, you would have direct access to me where we can continue to implement all these strategies and all these plans that we've talked about. All you need to do is go to coaching.wendyvas.com or go to the link in the description box below and sign up for a 30 minutes chat with me. It is free to talk to me to figure out if we are suitable to work together and if I can actually help you with the dream that you have. And that's it for today. I appreciate you for sitting all the way here. The rain is here, so I gotta wrap up now. But Be sure to give it a thumbs up, rate it 5-star on Spotify or wherever it is that you're listening to. And I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, bye. Camera rolling. Let me just take a sip of my matcha. Okay.